There are 10 S&P 500 stocks posting their earnings on Wednesday, January 21st. So I'm going to take a look at the price action, market timing, and momentum to see if there are any potential trade opportunities and have you learn from the analysis, because I'm HEMA ready and that's what I do. So let's dive in. Let's start with TEL. Now, this is TE connectivity, and right now they have this symbol HB. What does that mean next to the ticker? It means hard to borrow, meaning it is difficult to short shares of the stock, right? To sell borrowed shares. That being said, it is in a consolidation mode, and based on what is going on with the RSI Power Zones and the recent working off of overbought conditions, but since then basically being neutral, I think it's actually more likely in the bigger picture to trade higher above the December 11th high and break out. But the flip side, the alternate scenario would be if it traded below the January 6th low, I'd watch out for further weakness to November 21st. Okay, next is TFC. Now, this is a stock that, as you can see, had a beautiful run up right from bull support to bull resistance. This is Trust Financial Corp. It's been consolidating, working off overbought conditions. Again, I think it is more likely to trade higher versus lower so long as it stays above its January 2nd low. Now, JNJ, Johnson & Johnson, is interesting because it's already in an uptrend that's persisting, right? It's at new highs. So if you haven't gone long already, but you're looking for an opportunity, I don't think there's one to be seen soon unless alongside earnings or the days after we get a pullback. So pullback towards the January 1st low might provide an opportunity to go long. CFG is Citizen Financial Corp, and they are also consolidating while they work off overbought conditions. Here, though, overall, the picture on this stock is a bit stronger. Notice it has not had such a significant pullback. So I think there might be an opportunity to buy shares soon while above the January 2nd low, and that would lead to probably a good move towards $70 a share. All right, HAL, Halliburton. Up and to the right, beautiful hold in the bull support power zone since the October low. So right now it's extended. If you're long, you can stay long, but I don't think this is a good place to add positions. I'd rather see it return back toward its old top from December 11th and then buy and pull back to there if we get it. All right, TDY is Teledyne. Now, this is a stock that when you look at it in the daily chart, it looks like it's moving up towards potentially a recent high that is an all-time high, but we won't know unless we go weekly, monthly, right? Get the full picture. So this is trading near all-time highs. Let's come back to the daily. And up ahead is the bull resistance power zone. It's already touched it and is paused, but that doesn't mean that the uptrend is over. I think it's likely to return to this October 7th range, which is not far away, but that might be an area for a pause. Okay, TRV's Travelers Company. This is a stock that's been in a recent downtrend, a little different than the others we're looking at. But notice how it's come back towards this October 16th range. It's super close approaching that old high. And the RSI Power Zones have been beaten up down into the bear support power zone. This is a stock of all the ones we looked at so far that looks like if you're looking for beaten up stocks, right, that have been grinded lower, but want to build to add to your long-term positions, this might be providing an opportunity soon. I would like to see it hold above the middle of that October range to provide the best long entry. All right, SCHW, Charles Schwab & Co. This is a stock that broke out from a long range that had been in place since last July, but it hasn't really gained a ton of momentum recently. It's showing a little bit of a disconnect between price and momentum. I would suggest waiting if you were looking to build a position, wait for a pullback, potentially even back towards the $95 area over time, not immediately after earnings, but something that I think is likely to happen maybe over the next few weeks. Ticker PLD is Prologis. So let's look at this stock. See, when you look at just the daily chart and its tail end, you might think, oh, we're trading at new highs. But when you bring back more history and you look all the way back to March of 2024, you can see that that was a recent peak. If we go to a weekly chart, you'll see, oh, that wasn't it. That was one peak within the story. Before that was a peak in December of 2023. Prior to that, April of 2022. So again, this is a reminder, especially if you're looking at swing trading, you want to make sure you know where you are in the big picture. So this is a stock that has definitely been picking up pace, but it has a fair amount of resistance up ahead. So I would be cautious about building up any position soon. I'd rather watch for a pullback. And last but not least is KMI, Kinder Morgan. Now, this is a play that you may want to have in your portfolio because you are getting dividends, right? An income stock, and that's cool. I'm just speaking to you as if I'm seeing it fresh. And right now, it's in a sideways range. Now, let's get the weekly perspective. Yep, it's been sideways, but it was also sideways a few years ago. And then boom, shot higher. So I think it is likely to do the same. I just don't think it's going to be anytime soon necessarily. So look how long it took after going sideways back here to finally break out in March of 2024, March, April. Right now, we are worked off overbought conditions on the weekly chart, which is a good sign. But at the minimum, I'd want to see a move above the October high to start thinking this is on its way into the mid 30s and beyond. So that's my take on some S&P 500 stocks reporting earnings on Wednesday, January 21st. Make sure to check and see if they are before the market open or after. There are different times of day. If you found value in this video, insights as to stocks you could be making trades on, reminders of technical analysis techniques and more, go ahead and hit that like button and I'll catch you in the next video. And in my show, Ticker Request Live, we have the second broadcast this afternoon. It's my new weekly show. It's free. I'll be there every Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Check the description for details or your inbox if you get my emails. And again, see you at the show. See you in the next video or both.